Welcome to 5 Points Blues presentation of Back to the Basics. Everything you wanted to know about Cowboys football, but were too afraid to ask. Here are your hosts, Nikki Harrison and Kristi Scales.
Hello, it's Tuesday. Welcome to Back to the Basics. Everything you wanted to know about Dallas Cowboys football, but were too afraid to ask. I'm Nikki Harrison here with Kristi Scales, and joining us, we have an all-star from DCC, Jinelle. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. You're here to tell us there's a lot going on. You're quite busy.
Yes, ma'am. Very busy time of year.
Yes. First off, you're about to start working on holiday camps.
Yeah, so we have a really exciting opportunity coming up. For anyone 6 to 16, they can join us at a holiday camp, which is only a one-day special off occasion. We'll be running that on the 30th of December right here at the Star. And it's a little Christmas theme, it's holiday spirit. It's one day to come and dance with DCC, or if you have a footballer, you can come and play some football for the day. It's just an awesome amount of fun.
Yeah, boys and girls involved, which is great. The Youth Academy, the football coaches with the Youth Academy will do it. But and the timing is perfect with the holidays because we're always looking for something to do with our kids that week between Christmas and New Year's. And so the timing is perfect that Sunday. But if we sign up our daughter or granddaughter or niece to go to the event, what can they expect with the DCC?
With the DCC, it's pretty much a jam-packed program. 9 to 3:30 on the day. They come, they'll take a picture with the cheerleaders, they'll get to take that home, get a little freebie bag, you get the pom-poms, you get a t-shirt, you learn 2 dances, so it's pretty full on. We split them into age groups, so we have minis group, which is the little ones, 6 to 8, then 9 to 12, which is the juniors, and then after that we have the teen program, and they will all learn their dances separately.
Okay.
2 of them. Usually we do a jazz and a hip-hop routine. Come together, rehearse it all together, and then we prepare for the showcase, which the parents get to see in the afternoon. So it's really full on in terms of everything they learn. But I think my favorite part probably about it is that we get to not only share Christmas or holiday spirit and cheer with them about what we do on the field, but we carve out just a little portion of the day to talk to them about what's important off the field too, which I think is a really unique part of this program.
Yeah, could you talk some more about that with the C's? I know that's one of the things that Kelly Finglass, with the director of the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, and we should note this is all Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders who are instructors in this and the teachers. So what are those lessons, the C's?
Absolutely. Well, yes, it's run by current DCCs, and we like to, I'm going to give you a little spoiler now, we like to use the acronym DCC to stand for 3 very important qualities or personality traits. We have dedication, we talk about character, and we talk about community. So there's a little part of the day that we kind of gather all the kids and we sit down and the cheerleaders will talk about those 3 things and those attributes and why they're important. And we involve the kids, we'll do question answers, we'll also teach them some cowboy facts. So it's really special because I think that's something that we always try to impart on everyone that we get an opportunity to meet and also embody as a squad. So obviously character, obviously community, what can you do to be better in your community? What can you do to be better in even the small community that you live in, your family, your school, your friends?
For sure.
Dedication, what's important to you? Maybe even going into the new year, set yourself some goals. What do you believe in? What are your dreams? And start planting those seeds at a young age.
That's good. I have a question about experience. So the ages were like 6 to 8, and then what if they've never danced?
Honestly, that's the best. You don't need to be experienced in any way. Just come along, have fun. We teach you everything you need to know. It's a fun experience, and if you're already quite technically sound in dancing, we can push you as well. So. Okay. The seniors, some of them will want to learn the kick line, or some of them will want to, and technically you'll get that exposure as well. So from a dance perspective, from a cheer perspective, we have a little Cowboys cheer that we like to share as well. So it really does cater to any style of background, any skill level, anything like that. So it's fun. And I think a lot of people get scared because, I've never taken a dance class, and
right.
I don't know, I don't know anyone there, but
Yeah, that's the point, is come and make new friends. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
And you get these friends for life.
And the other thing is, during the holidays, there are so many times where people are coming to visit. You know, I'm picturing, you know, like I know for me, that's when the cousins come and they bring their kids, and we're looking for things to do. I have some neighbors who are always looking for something new for their grandkids when they come into town, something fun. And so, yeah, you can take them to Six Flags, and you can do all of these wonderful things around town, visit the museums, but why not come out here to the Star and enroll the boys or the girls? And when you were talking about, you know, with the acronym, with the D and the C's, the DCC, I know that the local youth coaches that work for the Dallas Cowboys Football Academy that put on the youth football camps, and again, this is similar to what Jinelle and the DCC do during spring break. We can talk about that a little later and what they do in the summer. This is a special holiday version of that. And so these football coaches are trying to teach these lessons about team, lessons about character for the boys, just as Jinelle and the DCC are doing with the young girls. And we also want to mention there's a special, it's like, okay, that sounds great. It's Sunday, December 30th at the Ford Center here at the Star in Frisco from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So how do I register? And by the way, Jinelle has a special for you today.
I do. I have a very exciting special. So if you go onto the website, dallascowboys.com/academy, that will take you to the page where all the youth programs are. And then you can click on the December 30th camp, sign up, and then when you get your payment processed, you put in the code Jinelle18. It's Jinelle 18.
Spell it again.
Jinelle. The E's always get me with my accent. People always think I'm saying A, but it's not.
It's E.
It's E.
What accent?
Yeah, thank you, Douglas. That's right. She's from Lufkin, could you tell?
Totally.
Well, that will give you $25 off.
Yeah, because it's
$125
$125, so $100 special with Jinelle 18 as your code. And when we talk about this,
That's
how
a good discount, isn't it?
It really is,
Yeah.
and to do it for the holidays. But there's something that was renewed this past year, and that is the Junior DCC program. And I know that there are a lot of ladies around the North Texas area that are familiar with it and maybe grew up doing it, but now it's back, and with a renewed enthusiasm now that we're out here at the Star in Frisco. And Jinelle, I know this is one of your babies here, so tell us about Junior DCC, because it's going strong and continuing to grow.
It definitely is. It's really popular right now. It's week-long practices once a week and all throughout the year, which is kind of great to keep that up if you're a little dancer and you dream of becoming a DCC one day, or if you just love to dance, come along and have some fun. It's over at our partner at the Next Step Studios. Okay. And
which is here at the Star.
It's here at the Star,
right across the street from the Tostitos Plaza and the Ford Center.
So it's really great Cowboys experience for the little ones, age 5 to 12.
Okay.
And it's run all year round by former and current DCCs. And they get really cool opportunities like performing at game days, or they rehearse to perform at different events around the Star or around Frisco all year round. I know they do some community involvement as well. So it's kind of like just one step up from if you want to do a little bit more from the camps that we offer.
My sister was a Junior DCC.
Really?
Was she really?
She was, and it was really, really cool.
It's so cute.
It was cute. It was probably...
You get the little uniform.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was in 3rd grade, and it was probably like in 92 maybe.
Really?
Did you get to go see her perform out at Texas
we did.
Stadium?
We were at Texas Stadium when they performed, and then we got to go to a game where they also performed with the cheerleaders. It was really awesome.
Yeah, well, I can think of
Such a great
some
idea.
of your teammates, Dallas Cowboy cheerleader teammates, who were Junior DCC growing up. Some of the girls in the area. So Kirsten, she actually retired this year because she is in medical school right now.
Oh, yeah.
So hi to Kirsten. And then Jennifer Amburn, who grew up in Plano. She was a Junior DCC. But it goes, when you were talking about
It is.
Can you talk some more about the life lessons? You don't get to do this at the holiday camp because it's a one-day thing, but with Junior DCC, in addition to performing at Cowboy events or the opportunity even to be part of the holiday program, I know there are some other things within the community that don't necessarily have to do with dancing that you are involved in.
Exactly.
With some of the visits and
That the juniors do.
Right.
So they they are going to be participating in some upcoming Thanksgiving traditions, and I know there's a few parades going on. They'll give thanks to military. They'll kind of join us alongside a couple of really cool opportunities that are coming up. So it's a neat program to be involved in, and it definitely opens a lot of doors for cool experiences.
So if someone wants to join, be a part of it, do they go to Next Step, or do they log on to Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, so the registration goes through the Dallas Cowboys website.
Okay.
DallasCowboys.com/Junior DCC, and then it will take you to a link to inquire about more information, and that's where you'll register.
So it's every Thursday, or most Thursdays
Yes.
throughout the year, and
Yes.
then all of the special events. So yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's really great. Well, let's talk about the holiday stuff because we referenced it, and now we're talking about all age groups, because the thing that we started last year here at the Star in Frisco with the Christmas at the Star, and if you're used to seeing the big tree at Rockefeller Center and watching it every year in New York, well, we have that right here with the Dallas Cowboys and here at the Star and Christmas at the Star. And Jinelle, can you talk about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader involvement with that? And I know that you got to perform last year and will do so again this year, but that must have been a really fun event.
It was so exciting. I mean, to be a part of anything, for the first time, it's a tradition that began last year, and it's only getting bigger and better as the years go on. So, we started preparations for this year's show already months ago. So it is going to be bigger and grander and more exciting than ever, and there's a couple of new numbers in there that are really exciting. I know the team's been working really hard on it. There's participation from all different elements of the Cowboys. We have Rowdy, rookies, Rhythm and Blue, and it's
Drumline.
There's going to be a couple of special guests. I can't really give too much more away, but Santa will be
Santa will be there. Then former Dallas Cowboys will be there, and this is every Friday and Saturday, starting with Thanksgiving weekend. So the first one is actually November 23rd on Friday. So Friday and Saturday, all the way through up through before Christmas,
correct,
December 22nd. And so it's a 52-foot tall Christmas tree. And when you say you're working on some new numbers with DCC, there's a little special song that's been commissioned.
Oh.
Can we kind of give away a little bit of that, or at least kind of tease it a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. I'll let you do it so you get in trouble with Kelly and not me.
You know what? It was her idea. That Kelly and Judy have been working so hard, and the production team and everybody involved behind the scenes, they pulled together their experience and everything that they wanted to bring to the show, and it's really going to be incredible. It's a song that everybody knows and loves, and
well, we know how many days there are with Christmas.
Yes.
12.
Yes.
So it might be related to that.
Got it.
But with a little bit of a cowboy flair.
Okay.
So might have had to rewrite some of the lyrics with that. So anyway,
like
so
that.
you'll get the visual, you'll get the audio, you're going to get a lot of surprises throughout the show as well.
And Santa.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously Santa.
And Santa.
Yeah, so that's a great thing. Again, whether you're coming out here to the Star to do some Christmas shopping or to eat at one of the restaurants, or it's closer to the holidays, you have people coming in town. And what's great, especially on the weekends, is with all of the stores that we have here now, if they're not into the shopping, they can hang out at Concrete Cowboy or Cane Rosso, or
Toss
do
the
that,
football around on
and
the
watch
plaza.
the college games on the
Right.
big screen,
Yeah.
either in any of the restaurants or
Take a
on the big
tour.
screen. Oh, that's right. You take the tours of the Star, which is a lot of fun too. So
And you can
Absolutely.
do that on camp days as well. That's another thing that a lot of parents that come to camp like to
Oh,
do,
that's
drop
good,
off
yeah.
the kids, and then you can because they offer the discounted tour for the campers, so you can get to do a tour of the Star facility, and especially if you're from out of town, it's kind of a
Absolutely.
cool little welcome, and then come back and you're just in time for the show.
Very good.
And you also, favorite part, you get $5 off your photo with Santa.
that's yes.
Because he's going to be taking pictures in his little cottage.
Yeah, and
inside
that's
the
Photo
prep
with-
shop.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
And that's actually inside the Fans United, and that starts a little bit earlier because I know that sometimes you want to get the pictures a little early so you can get them sent to family or included with some of the Christmas gifts. But
sure.
The photos with Santa in his Dallas Cowboys cottage there inside Fans United, that goes from November 19th through December 24th, and we encourage people to go online because you can book your times online and basically definitely make your reservation
sure.
that way, and that way you don't have to.
Yes,
it's very
he is.
popular, and so we advise you. But yeah, but again, that's throughout. That's not just Fridays and Saturdays in the evening, because the holiday events with the DCC and the rhythm and blue dancers and rowdy and all of that, that's at 6 p.m. every Friday and Saturday, again, beginning the weekend of November 23rd and going through December 22nd. But before we let you go, Jinelle, I want to ask you about another thing that's going on in the fall, and it's something that I think people think of in the spring leading into DCC auditions, which are in May. But that's the prep classes.
Yes.
These are for the people who are thinking of auditioning for the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders in May. And I know it's such a valuable resource, but the next class is coming up on Saturday, November 17th. There's another one on December 1st, December 15th. It's here at the Star. It's only $40 if you register online.
So
but
good.
and it's we have different choreographers and different cheerleaders that come in and help.
Definitely. It is such a valuable experience. Just to come here and get acquainted with the area and with the people who have experienced this lifestyle. Like the choreographers that come are so phenomenal and so helpful and supportive. And then there's also DCC in the class too, to help guide you and to help give you the tips, secrets behind that, so you can feel more comfortable when you turn up at auditions and you sort of have all your questions answered. It is such an amazing resource.
Yeah, and make a friend too, because the people
Absolutely.
who are there in the class are going to
Right.
show up there, so you kind of have a little
And people come
sisterhood.
from anywhere.
And I noticed just from watching CMTs making the team that some young ladies have so much experience dancing, but DCC style dancing is very different.
It is.
And if you've never done it, you've never been exposed, these prep classes help you because, like I said, you can have all ballet experience, but
Right.
you've never done DCC, so it's brand new.
It really is a foot in the door. And the fact that you can attend these classes and you'll not only have you'll have a lot of fun dancing, you'll meet people, but you'll also get to know what you'll need to research. But between now and audition date, knowing things like, okay, well, there's a test, I have to study, like I have to know this, start exposing yourself to that now, because that becomes a way of life and a lifestyle that you need to definitely pick up if you're serious about it. So there's no better experience in these prep classes.
And do you learn the kick line as well? Because that's
Yes.
another thing, unless you have some drill team background. I know that's tough for a lot of these really accomplished dancers
Exactly.
to pick up.
Yes, you'll learn the actual kick line that they'll audition. So, I mean, that's huge. At least if you can go into it knowing one piece of choreography that you can, by then, hopefully know so well, you can turn your mind off and think about the performance aspects or the technique behind it, other things like that. I mean, that's so valuable to already have that under your belt. It's such an advantage.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember a couple years ago, this would have been in the spring, a little over a year and a half ago, I went to do a story on DCC Prep Classes for 5pointsblue.com. And it was a Friday night, and I was just talking to some of the girls, and to Shelley Bramhall, who was instructing that night, along with Jennifer Amburn and some others. And Judy Trammell happened to be there as well, not to instruct, but just kind of watch. Okay. And so she and I were sitting on the turf as all the girls were out there, and there was this one girl in a Texas Tech outfit. I'm like, Judy, that girl, she looks like a DCC now. I'm like, I like this girl. I think she's going to make it to finals for sure.
Well,
you know, there were a few others, and it's like this girl, right? She's good too. Here, and I'm like, man, they've already got it. And then by the end of the class, you could see the others, how their level was raised just within one class. But anyway, the one girl that I'm like, that's her. Do you know who I'm talking about? Texas Tech, brown hair. It's Rachel.
Oh.
Rachel's now in her second year, but I remember thinking, that girl's got it right there, you know. But it was, you know, she still had to. But again, it's a different style from what they did at Texas Tech, and she's a local girl from Plano, so she, you know, kind of had
to adapt.
Yeah, she had to adapt as well. We have time. I would love for you to tell your journey, Jinelle, because where you're from in Melbourne, Australia, you didn't get to come and have these prep classes. Yeah. How did you even know about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and decide, I think I want to become a member of America's Sweethearts?
Well, it was a long time coming for me. I was a cheerleader for Melbourne Storm, which is a rugby team, So I did that for 5 years professionally in Australia, and basically my whole dance career was leading up to, DCC and becoming one, moving over here, braving it, and after the experience with Melbourne Storm, I decided to go for it. And there was a lot that I had to organize in preparation. Obviously, I was moving to a different country and without even knowing if I was going to make the team or not. So it was a big gamble, but I was dedicated and I wanted it more than anything in the world. And I worked really, really hard just to be able to experience going after my dream. Whether it happened or not, I wanted to experience trying it. And I still pinch myself every day that it happened for me and that the cards aligned. But I worked really, really hard and sacrificed a lot. I obviously miss my family a lot.
Yes.
But, it's one of those things that kind of come with the prize.
How long have you
been? The journey
been
is the reward.
a member of DCC?
5 years.
5 years.
And,
Yes.
But how did you even know? I mean, the CMT show was on, so you saw that. But
Yes.
And you were, I guess you had heard of the Dallas Cowboys being
Of
America's
course.
team.
America's team is Australia's team.
There you go.
There you go.
We like that. But seriously, you had seen the show on CMT, and then we did have another Aussie,
Yes.
Angela from Australia, but a different part. She was from Sydney.
She
is
was
that
from
right?
Sydney, yes.
Yeah.
And she cheered for the rugby as well in Sydney. So we kind of had that in common to go off of.
But you didn't know each other.
I didn't know. We didn't know each other.
Until you came over and auditioned. You had
Yes.
not met her.
Right.
But-
So I did it all by myself, and I have some pretty funny stories of how this journey started off for me, and how I found the ropes and learnt to drive on the other side, and learnt that there was more to Dallas than Arlington, where I was staying, and thought was gold at the time. Everything was shiny, and I was living my best dream. So, and I have never been more grateful for anything in my life. Like, I look back on my experiences over the last 5 years and everything that I've gotten to be a part of, and everybody who's been with me along the way and supported me. And there is no greater feeling than the love I have for everyone who's been a part of this journey. It's honestly, it's been really special, and I'm really blessed to be able to continue it here right now.
Wow, you must look at these opportunities with Junior DCC and the holiday camps and these prep classes and go, oh my goodness, wow, what a golden
It is. I love
opportunity.
teaching. My background's elementary education, so I love getting to teach the kids and, like you said, getting to, have fun with them, and also hopefully leave a bit of life lessons imparted in there.
Now, do you guys get to take a breath? Because, like she just said, Junior DCC, the holiday camps, the Christmas Spectacular
Game
that starts,
days.
game days.
Oh,
and
yeah.
of course
the
we've got
games. That's right.
the famous Red Kettle Kickoff next Thursday on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So when do you get to take a breath? When the season's over, but then you're about to start auditions.
But then there's calendar
Exactly.
and
The
then
calendar shoots.
there's
that's
audition prep. It's pretty much a 12-month full-time commitment. I mean, you can sneak away here and there. For me, my family has been really supportive, and I wouldn't say meeting me halfway, because there really isn't an actual halfway for us, but they come here, I go there. The distance is awful, but we make it work, and you work through that. But for everyone, it's tough, and there's definitely sacrifices that everybody makes to be able to accustomed to the new schedule and the changes, and not really having a 9 to 5 regular,
That's
then
right.
you get your holidays. We make it work.
Well, that's good.
It's always different, and never any day is the same.
Of course not.
That's
Never.
right. That's right.
Well, just take it as it comes.
Yeah. Thank you for spending part of your day today with us. And let's,
you're
yay.
welcome.
Yeah. And one more time. So the DCC Holiday Camp is Sunday, December 30th. And the code, once again, Jinelle 18 to save $25 for that. And we invite everyone to come out with their families for Christmas at the Star in Frisco on Friday and Saturday nights, beginning at 6 o'clock, running from November 23rd through December 22nd. And you'll see Jinelle there. And Nikki and I will be hanging around too, probably eating pizza or hanging out at the
hot cocoa.
Concrete Cowboy. We'll wave to you from the patio. Yeah. Thank you so much, Janelle.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thanks
Of
to
course.
all of you for hanging out with us, for everything you wanted to know about Cowboys football and the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders right here on 5 Points Blue.
This has been a production of 5 Points Blue, DallasCowboys.com, and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?